Okay, hello everyone. This is the, video number 2 of my Let's Play and, walkthrough for the Warband mod Light and Darkness. So, I have made some adjustments because last time the combat wasn't really streamed very smoothly, and I think this time I have maybe better sound. I don't know. We will see. Okay, so this time Bell should be fine. So, right. My hero, Zycox, level 3, and we just got out of Zendar. Now, the first video was quite long, so this time I will try to split it into, shorter increments. And, right. So, what else do I want to show you? Some stuff that people easily miss. First of all, if you look at faction relations, you can see the different kind of bandits here. We have black Kurgits and yes, and funnily enough the Tundra bandits are not in there, and there's a little we come to that later. And the other thing is party size. So if you see at party size, there's something new. NPC heroes leadership. So they actually made leadership, not exactly a party skill, but at least now the leadership skill of companions is not entirely useless. And it doesn't really account for morale, but as far as I've experienced, morale isn't really a huge problem in this mod anyway. Okay, so without wasting further time talking, let's do one thing that we wanted to do before. Let's talk to Trainer Guy. Hello Zycox, ready for more training? Well, actually Guy, tell me something about yourself. I had trouble around the continent for 30 years until I came to Zendar. I've walked several paths, all for the cause of earning some cold silver. I have been a gladiator on the tournament. I have fought for the honor of several nations. I have sold many different things as a merchant, and I've even robbed people of their wares as a bandit. I'm getting old now. I no longer possess the strength to spend my days adventuring. So I stay in this peaceful town, watching the young like you come and go. Young man, during your upcoming adventure life, you will have many difficult choices to make, just as I have had. But note this, everything you do will influence your entire life. Well, funnily enough, this long passage seems to be in good English. Okay, life has been tough on me many times. Actually, I have had the most difficult choices 3 times. When I was 16, I was getting bored with the quiet, simple life in my hometown, which I missed so much and could only treasure in my memory today. I was so young that I couldn't help wondering what the outside world is like, and dreaming to create a legend of mine. At last I left home with a sword in hand, in spite of my family's opposition. The world is filled with fighting and blood, but also with fresh excitement. I experienced a lot and made quite a few friends, all of which I would not have achieved if I were still in my hometown. In a snowy night after many years, I got dead drunk and saw my hometown in a dream. Waken up by the sunshine the next day, I threw away all my business and returned home. However, it has been so long since I left home that war took away everything in my memories except for the ruins of houses and scattered graves outside the village. Okay, maybe the English is not that good at all after all. Okay, so you can choose. You did nothing wrong, you simply chose your own life. Note here, what you choose will affect your attributes. I will not say how, but the effect is not only a bonus, it will also reduce some of your abilities, some of your stats. It will not affect skills in any way. So, right. If you choose something more considerate of your surroundings, it will be more charisma. You will get more charisma. A smart answer will give you more intelligence, and a different answer will give you more strength. So, since I don't really care where the stats go, let's just be honest. Right. I personally think if you were staying home, you might just regret that decision more than you do now. Yes, that's what I really think, what I would answer. Another story happened when I was 20. Swadia needed some fresh troops urgently, so I joined the army for 30 dinners a week. For months of battles I was recognized by the officer and promoted to a sergeant with my records of killing those strangers from the lands of the Vaegir whom I had never met before. At last the Vaegirs were defeated. As a future star on the wall, I was recommended to become a guard for our lord and fortunately entitled to join the king's banquet. Well, if I were still in the army, I would obtain a small land of my own soon afterwards. During the troop withdrawal, we passed through a Vaegir village. The lord sent me to requisition some cows for his dinner, and better bring a few pretty women to his bed. But yet the villagers had no cows. The angry lord ordered to burn the village. That night I secretly left the army, and of course I lost the land I was so close to obtaining. Well, this is quite a good question actually. I wish that these decisions would be reflected a little more than just stats bonuses. Okay. You should not have left so that you could have kept your land and protected your people. Actually, I think that's what he should have done. Yes. Back when I was 30, I saved a woman named Karina from bandits. She was as beautiful as a white tulip, and I couldn't help falling in love. I asked her father's permission to marry her, but he refused. He wanted his daughter to marry a rich merchant, and he asked me this: "How can you afford my dear daughter an easy and happy life?" I was ashamed, so I begged him for 1 year that I shall return with enough money to give the girl a good life. Next morning I left Karina's home. At the edge of the village I saw my lady waiting for me and refused her as she begged me to take her with me, even for a bitter life. But I still suffered from my father's question. I tried to explain that I was still in deep love with her, and I swore I would be back to marry her 1 year later. She cried and ran away, and then she left my life. 2 years later, when I returned from a variety of careers as a merchant, prisoner, bandit, and so on, the only answer I finally got from her father was, Karina was married to a nobleman in Veluca. Well, this is actually this is touching me a little bit more than I want to let on. I really hate these kinds of love stories that just go wrong. I mean, it was admirable what Guy did, but this is, well, this is not just Calradia. I mean, just the world is a shitty place. So yeah, he should have been just egoistic, and he should have taken her with him. Guy, story over. You are a gifted fighter. Maybe the war gave birth to you, or perhaps you were just born for the war. You should practice more to further develop your skills. You'll become a great warrior someday. However, in the real war, even the best is only one to fight. What? Even the best one is nothing without an army. Right, that's it. Yes, that's true, but your power could be the hope of survival for your companions and yourself. And it is told, what? There's a legend about a long lost book The book is about a special skill. Is it true? I've heard about it and tried to find it when I was young. Anyway, I found nothing on the end but a clue. I'm not young and I no longer live the dream. You get clue number 4. Okay. If you're interested, why not try your luck? There's the talk of 5 clues. When you get them all together, you still need some brains to solve the puzzle. But then you will get the book with the special skill. And guess what? This book really does exist. So let's look out for the 5 clues, shall we? Right. And right. So with this, I'll just cut it short and well, see you in the next video.